Okay, here we go.
1, 2, 3, 4.
Good, and 5, and
They don't
rest.
realize
Good.
how hard they're working. It's just part of what they do.
Go. Set. Go.
One of the most important things that CrossFit does is it builds confidence in a middle schooler and an adolescent and a young adult who is really just trying to figure out who they are. We believe in getting the kids out of their seats. We believe in getting the kids to think creatively, to learn to be learners, to learn to be thinkers, so that no matter what the curriculum is, no matter what the problem is, they have the strategies in place to tackle anything, and they have the self-confidence to tackle anything.
Welcome to Hartland Elementary School.
I think one of the things that has really stuck out with me about this whole CrossFit concept and the whole movement break concept and everything that Pete Driscoll has brought to Hartland is that the kids take such pride and such ownership in what they're doing.
My name is Peter Driscoll. I'm the kindergarten through 8th and adapted physical education teacher here at Hartland Elementary School. I'm also an L1 CrossFit trainer and founder of HES CrossFit. HES CrossFit is located right here in the K through 8 school building in what was once a kindergarten classroom converted into a CrossFit box. And this doubles as our CrossFit and BrainFit room, as well as occupational therapy and physical therapy. And we call it the BrainFit room because students are learning that when they move, they're actually making their brains stronger and healthier, just like their body. Students are given opportunities to come down here and take movement breaks. They also come down and build obstacle courses. There's also a rewards program where if kids on different plans, academic or behavior, earn certain rewards, they can bring friends down here and exercise with them and create their own workouts or create their own obstacle courses. Instead of getting a candy bar or a pizza, our students now are given the chance to invite their friends down to exercise with them as a reward. So that really supports the health and PE programs versus undermining them with junk food. During the school day, this is also our CrossFit room where our middle schoolers come in and do CrossFit workouts multiple times a week during their elective period, during recess. And teachers and students work out together in this space after school. There's a couple days a week where teachers work out by themselves and a couple days a week where students join them. So when the program started, there was a half dozen boys in the gym and we didn't have any equipment. The PTSF granted me funds to purchase $100 worth of PVC pipes and kettlebells. As the years went on, that elective grew in popularity to the point where it was rivaling the music program, and we had to change the time of it so it didn't contrast the music time. When Jeff Marino arrived as our principal, he showed that he was extremely interested in supporting a lot of my visions, and when I brought forth research to him that showed him how movement positively impacted cognitive capacity and academic performance, he was interested in allowing me to continue to build the program.
It wasn't just him kind of going off on his own tangent. He had the research that backs it up that says that students do well when they get their blood pumping through their brains, get their bodies moving.
He carved out a space in the school. This was once a kindergarten classroom.
You know, there's still remnants of traditional classroom, and just to see people look and they think of the possibilities and what is this school onto here? And they see on the wall the motivational quotes, and there's clearly thought and time put into this space, and you can just tell that kids own this space. It's their space. And I take great pride in bringing people into the space and then explaining to them what is a BrainFit room, what is CrossFit, how it fits into our curriculum. Every middle schooler, that's 6th, 7th, and 8th grader, will have a weekly CrossFit class every week. This is not an activity block, this is not a recess choice, this is not after school. This is built into their day, much as Spanish is or science is. And I'm extremely proud to be able to tell parents that.
When I tell other people in other schools or friends, we have a CrossFit room at my school, they're like, are you serious? How did you get that? Teachers are getting pull-up bars put in their classrooms, and it's everywhere.
I have a pull-up bar in my room now with a band. It's been building slowly, organically, with a couple of us doing it after school, spreading out to 5 or 6 of us doing it after school, to integrating it into PE classes, to the point where now we actually have CrossFit classes. We have sessions after school, during school. It's just built slowly over the years, mostly through his passion.
This is all part of Pete's grand vision, and he's taken it step by step to make sure that it's sustainable, and to see it starting to come to fruition it's extremely empowering. And I can tell you the look on the parents' faces and the kids' faces when they walk into this room and they see the possibilities, the type of thinking that goes on here, the type of, dream big and let's chase that dream.
We've been doing some fundraising and t-shirt sales and sticker sales. We've had a couple very helpful private donations, and now the CrossFit program, since presenting at a school board meeting, teachers and students, has been given money through our budget, in addition to our PE budget, to support the room here. So currently we have about $8,000 invested in equipment in this room, and I think to optimize in this room, I think about $20,000 worth of equipment total would meet the needs of the program vision that I have.
For students to have access to this room in here is absolutely fantastic. I can't imagine many places have it. I know that it motivates them, it inspires them, it puts it into perspective. They can see the reality of what's out there.
This is something that seems to be able to drive them to believe in themselves.
I think that one thing that I struggled with in my middle school years was lack of confidence. My confidence in myself and my confidence in my ability to achieve different things. So what I'm seeing through this program is that the way the kids are working together is enhancing their confidence and realizing they can break long, hard workouts down into small goals and chip away at them, and know that they have the ability and the mental and physical fortitude to push through and do that. And I can see that that translates into other parts of their life, socially, academically.
It's built this sense of confidence in kids that they can relate to and feel good about.
One of the kids who I spoke to last week had been there working on a pull-up for 1 month, and he came up to me and said, "Mr. Wilson, I got the pull-up," and I high-five him. So setting the goals on how to progress in CrossFit, it has been fantastic. I've seen transformations there.
I want you to err on the side of lightweight and perfect form. Okay? You want to go a little bit heavier and you can keep your form great, I'm cool with it. But if your form slides, I'm going to have you pull weight off. Okay? Start with a bar. So this is our CrossFit activity period, and what happens during this time at school is that the kids get to choose their elective. So right now music is happening, art is happening, robotics is happening, video game design is happening, and quiet study hall is happening, as well as unstructured recess. And these students that you see here were 14 out of 61 that put in for this. They hit the lottery. These 14 got in. I can't take more than 14 because of the space issues, but these 14 are the ones that want to spend their recess time or their elective time here doing CrossFit. So we go, so the rest of the school eats now. We do the workout and then we eat because we don't want to get sick eating and then coming to a WOD. So we will picnic together after this workout too.
If time is your money, then I wanna know, well, how much money is your time worth? You're 1 in a million, but not 1,000,000 to 1. So are you living it out or you living it up? You gotta do it for the love, you do it for the sweet sensation. Light up the night with a signal flare. You better do it for the love, and let it be your meditation. And never forget how we got you there. You better do it for the love.
So one thing that I've tried to do with my classes is organize it so that students are not sitting down for 50 minutes working on whatever it is they're working on in social studies. To me, that's way too long for anyone to be sitting for 50 minutes. So I always try to break it up into chunks anyways, and one thing that I've really tried to implement this year is making sure that we take a Tabata break.
So Tabata is a 4-minute exercise which is intervals of 20 seconds of movement and 10 seconds of a break. And it's really cool because we have this Tabata music that we use, and so the kids, you don't have to sit there with like a timer. The kids follow the music. I have one in Spanish. It's everywhere. I mean, almost every classroom teacher has Tabatas in their classroom from kindergarten through 8th grade. My daughter's in 1st grade here, and she's like, we did Tabatas and ELA, and she loves it.
During a 50-minute period, I shoot for sometime around the 20-25 minute mark where everybody's up out of their seats and we choose 4 to 8 different movements and we're doing the 20 seconds on, 10 seconds off.
Can we do wall sit?
Wall sit. All right.
All right, we've been sitting for a little while. It's Tabata time. Everyone push in your chairs. Stand in your spot.
3, 2, 1, go! Round 1.
I've seen the movement breaks, the Tabata, the CrossFit. I've seen this all impact the students very positively. There are times when I'm roaming around the school, going classroom to classroom, and just kind of getting like a quick check of the learning environment. And I've seen time and time again that if the energy seems to be dropping, that a teacher will announce a Tabata or a movement break or an out and back or something like that for the whole group, and then I'll sit there and watch how they do it, watch how it engages the kids, and then see the impact that it has on the students' focus and energy level. They always come out of the Tabata energized about their learning, whereas when they went in, they were kind of dropping down. And what most impresses me is the kids' ability, and I credit the teachers with this because it's part of the routine, is they know when the Tabata's over, it's back to work. I think that there's some fear out there that teachers might logically have that, well, if you get them all riled up, that they're going to have a hard time settling back in. That has not been my experience at all.
How about we'll do a little PVC pipe work, we'll do some kettlebell work, and we'll do some pull-ups.
Okay.
Cool.
Pete Driscoll is, I would say, I've never had a friend or a peer change me in so many good ways. There's so many life lessons that he just weaves in naturally. He doesn't even know he's doing it. But he's a real inspiration, and this, I'm lucky to have known him. This school is really lucky to have him.
I personally find him very inspiring. He sort of epitomizes the philosophy that when teaching, it's all about the relationship. Pete he makes classroom management look effortless. And it's actually probably one of the more difficult parts of teaching.
The things that he says, I'm just like, wow, he just makes you feel good about yourself and wants you to try harder. And then he says the same thing to the kids. He's just an all-around inspirational person. I feel really lucky to work with him and know him.
He leads by inspiration. He leads by example, and just with some key core values that parallel the kind, respectful, responsible, safe kind of value system that we have here. He reinforces that every day.
Everything that we have to do with CrossFit is tied to him, his desire and drive to make it happen.
He's always seen me as a better person than I saw myself, and he teaches kids more confidence than they ever thought they could have, and he really helps them see the greater good in themselves.
When you have a star that shines as bright as Pete does, you gotta grab onto it and just enjoy the ride, because it's rare. It's very rare.
CrossFit is really accessible to anyone.
My favorite part of it is the goal setting, honestly, because anybody can step into it. Any student, any body type, any strength, any speed, any athlete, non-athlete, it doesn't matter.
You never get the experience of joining the basketball team and sitting on the bench, and like being the kid who's not very good, and so you sit on the bench all the time. So anyone can do CrossFit.
Like, honestly, for me, the CrossFit and Tabata and what this brings to the school has changed my life. Like, it's made me think of life in a whole different perspective. And it is an escape, and it's a release, and it's a family, and it's a support, and it's everything. It's everything somebody would need to, persevere in challenging situations. It's incredible. It's just, it's amazing. It's really amazing.
If you have the ability to set a goal and then work with somebody to reach that goal and then continuously reset a goal, then CrossFit is for you. And that can be transferred into every aspect of education and, more importantly, of life. And that's why I think we're just getting started with this whole concept of CrossFit and goal setting and chasing your dreams and kind of going for it. And when you walk into the room, you can see that, you can feel it. And it's really neat, it's really special.